other question, really, James, my other question had to do with after these interviews, are they going to be on that 2020 website so people can go to it to see the interviews? Are they going to go up to YouTube? How is this going to be sent out to the public?
Very good question. I'm starting a new YouTube channel just for this, and I'll be uploading the interviews there as we do them, and we will also have them embedded in each of the candidates' profiles on our website. You guys get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's how I see that going down.
Hey, James, going back to the interviewers, just excuse me, from a product standpoint, and you were saying you want
what standpoint? I'm sorry.
The interviewer standpoint. You said you wanted to kind of like maybe have a man of the street doing interviews with the candidates. Is that correct?
That is correct. We're gonna have established people that can do interviews, and we're gonna have We the People on the street as well.
Okay. And so, how will that be moderated? How will you pick up those people on the street? I mean, from a production standpoint, I guess we don't really have to.
No, you guys won't need to be involved in any of this part. This is just my business model that I'm working with, and we're going to start off with California, the first man in the street one, so because that's where we're at, and that's where we can hands-on find somebody easier. And we're going to have to take referrals and check in on people and sanity check them to make sure that they're not sneaking in as somebody from the left. Anyways, you got to create that process too. Yeah, but we do need the people, not just established interviewers, because this is about we the people. We really want people to get involved. We need people to get involved.
Yeah. And how are you going to edit?
So are you calling them to a meeting once you've got them, like a PVM meeting, so that you can interview them?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yes, but we're doing it locally first, though. Within California, we'll meet in person. That's how I'm starting it. We're starting the man on the street in California, so that we can meet this person we know, do some research on this person, and figure it out. Preferably people I know. I know some people in Santa Cruz that are already good candidates. They are man in the street, but they are also very involved in politics. But they go to a 9-to-5 job just like everybody else, but they're actively involved in politics. So I have a handful of people that I've already pre-qualified just from knowing them over the years in California. But I don't have that in Idaho. I don't have that in Ohio. So we're working on that part.
Okay, that's what I was.
That's wondering. Which is the point of why our first interview was with somebody established that we've checked out. We know where he stands. Seen other interviews of him, and he's on the same page as us, and he's on the page of Jerome Bell as well. They're in the same state. When this guy could ask Jerome Bell about voter fraud, and his head would not explode. So we know that already. But we're not going to go there with voter fraud because that's kind of, we don't want to put anybody on the spot that's going to that somebody could refer to as something bad they said. But we're not softballing it. Don't get me wrong. We're going all to the wall hardcore with the constitutional questions. And then we're consulting with local people in the state to add in up to 3 state questions.
Yep. Can I ask you a question? This is really getting interesting. How are you going? How do you see yourself promoting this beyond We the People and PVM? Do you see yourself, because you could, with some really dynamic people that from California, as making a contribution to answers that are pointed with regards to constitutional issues. These people could say something very electric or very poignant, and the other media may want to pick it up on a national basis, like Tucker Carlson may want to pick it up, or Buck Sexton might want to pick it up.
Right.
And are you prepared for that management? Is that something you guys are thinking about?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We've already reached out to Mark Levine and Hannity and a couple people about our site, because we did this through the last election cycle as well. So we have over 400 candidate profiles right now. Although you go there, you're only going to see a handful right now, because we've put them all in the background, because they all either were elected or lost elections. So we don't have them visible to the public. And slowly but surely over the next year, we're adding, next 6 months, before 6 months is up, we're going to have over 400 profiles back up there. And we're adding them. But I think I stayed on the question. We do have I have a Twitter account. I still have it for We the People 2020. And after the last election cycle and all the BS that was going on, our account did not get removed, but they took all of our followers, just were gone. I had like 4,000 followers, just gone. And I currently, at the same time, parallelly, I was running the Facebook page as well. And that's still going with like 3,200 people and growing every day. So we're going to market through there.
Yeah, and now I see that not only do I see the application, but I see the kind of the richness of this honest or impromptu dialogue that's going to originate from here. And I think you could have extracts from this being picked up by a lot of the major media, which would dramatically, expand the credibility and profile of We the People. I'm just wondering if you're thinking about managing that process.
Yeah, no, we thought about it. Like I said, we did do some outreach to these kind of people, and if they pick it up, that's great. We're available to speak to them. We're available to give our consent to use our material. I don't know what that will look like when the time comes. We're just going to have to address that head on. But we're ready. We're ready to address any issue as it comes up, and we'll set aside the time, and we'll make anything that comes across our plate that in a positive way, we will make happen.
And James, what do you see? What's the purpose of the We the People interview process? What's your objective? What are you hoping to achieve by conducting these interviews and by having this dialogue with the people at hand? What's the mission statement of We the People?
Okay, well, that's I guess both answers would apply equally, and that would be showcase candidates to the people. We're not showcasing Democratic candidates. We're obviously conservative, so we're showcasing conservative candidates, and we want you to be able to help them differentiate between a good candidate and a bad candidate. Just because they're conservatives doesn't mean they're necessarily good candidates. Okay, so we want people to be as educated as possible. There's tons of other tools out there too, because we're using tools at different sites to find these candidates' voting records. And for example, Jerome Bell was telling me that his opponent, who's the incumbent, is a rhino, and we have a rhino section on our site. So okay, so let's go dive in and let's look. So we researched his incumbent candidate, and we did not determine that he was a rhino. I mean, she was a rhino. She had one controversial thing that we didn't agree with, and he doesn't agree with it, but I didn't say anything that he was a rhino, so I could not, with a good conscience, make a rhino page. And again, I might have strayed on my answer on that, but I will not make a rhino page on somebody unjustly. That's for damn sure.
Right. All right, I'm beginning to understand this a lot better. So, and it's local elections, or does it go to federal elections?
Okay, we're only doing Congress and the Senate and governors right now. We want one of our new mission statements is to take it all the way down to the dog catcher. Okay, but we gotta work our way down, not in a bad way.
Got it. That's important for us to know. Yeah. So just like I said, on the state level, it's only governors, and on the federal level, it's senators and congressmen. Got it. So now we'll kind of better understand what your target is and what you're trying to do and what your mission statement is. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so how does this information help you with the PVM platform, help me or people like me?
How does this information help us?
How does the information we're talking about now, I'm giving you about my business model, does that help you do anything to enhance what I'm doing?
Yeah, it does. In the terms of,
Do you have any ideas?
sorry, Craig, was that you?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, it's Bob Hussey. I was going to say that in terms of managing the information process, the information gathering process, we know what your target audience is because you're talking about on a state level governors and on a federal level senators and congressmen. So we kind of know what the issues are going to be, and we're going to know how to make PVM available to you on a local basis to address those needs. There may be hot spots that we see, that we hear about, and we may say to you, hey, look, you're talking about launching here and here and here and here. We may say to you, look, from our perspective, what we see also is a need to do this. We can be actually a consultant in a way. We can say we have contacts. For instance, I know Buck Sexton pretty well. We'd be able to say to you, hey, look, there's a real urgent need on a local basis, and there may be support. There may be financial support for that on a local basis.
Right. Yeah, we'd love to get some support. We're trying to get some support. We all got day jobs, and we'd love to focus more on this. So we're trying to get some support here and there, but we haven't really addressed that in a big way yet. But I love that Buck Sexton, though. That guy's good. I listen to him semi-regularly.
Yeah, he's almost a godson to me. So I'm very close to Buck. I'm going to a dinner for Buck. Diane, when did I tell you it was? The 8th? I'm going on October 8th for a dinner for Buck in New York City where he's being honored. And Steve Forbes of Forbes magazine is a friend of mine too. He's going to be there as a speaker honoring Buck, and I think there's some kind of local political talent who's going to be there too. I mean, Northeast. Honoring him too, speaking.
Okay.
But I'll be sitting at his family table, at Buck's family table.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm very, very connected. I'm wondering out loud if there's some way, when I said 10 minutes ago, where you have some sensational quote, comment, issue, local issue on a senatorial or congressional level, that I just feed that information to Buck and he wants to profile sometime, because I can't imagine a better way for you guys to get support, for Buck to say, and by the way, I want to tell you, this guy's James doing a great job, this We the People thing, and they have an interview with some key people in a local election, and they've really changed the landscape, something like that. That's what I'm wondering out loud.
Yeah, no, that would be great fun. That would be awesome when the time comes. That's awesome. And you mentioned Steve Forbes. There was a good Forbes article that I read just yesterday about Glenn Youngkin and McAuliffe. I can't even pronounce his last name. The governor race of Virginia, and they were just comparing them financially.
McAuliffe.
And just a very good article. If you guys are interested, check that one out.
Yep. The governor. It's a race between the former Governor McAuliffe, he skipped a term. And Virginia's really a heated race, you're right, James. Really, very heated race.
It's also a very close race, yeah.
Okay, well, this is really, we're getting, at least I'm getting better. So, Craig, do you have any questions that might come out here?
No, I think all the questions I had are pertaining to just the quality of the service. So with James, I'm going to be pretty much side by side with you and Barney. Anything you guys need, so that way we can just make sure everything's kind of going fluidly for you. So that's why I want to stay on top of this.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, I'm gonna get my webcam set up. Go ahead. Sorry.
The first one's the 13th, right? We're launching on the 13th of October. Is that a Saturday? No.
No, it's a Wednesday, I believe.
It's a Wednesday. Yeah, I think you're right.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
We're settling on a time now. I got to settle on a time tomorrow.
Okay. This has been very helpful.
But that's just one interview. It'd be great to meet with you, Craig, online with Barney. Then I'll see the 3 screens there. I did have one 3-screen meeting, but I was talking about other things that didn't really worry about recording or anything. But I'd love to have that meeting with you guys and get that done.
Yeah, as soon as you have that camera, James, let's just, even if it's an off-the-cuff video call, doesn't have to be scheduled, just call me up we'll jump into a video call and get going.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Great,
Excellent.
great.
I really appreciate all you guys' interest and assistance and all this. This is really great service, and I appreciate you guys' enthusiasm towards what I'm doing here.
No, we're very supportive. We're very supportive. We're all on the same page politically, and from a product standpoint, we want this product to really be a winner for you and your team and the objective you're trying to meet.
Excellent. That's great, Bob.
Barney, good seeing you.
And how you doing, Diane?
I'm good. I'm off camera, but I'm here. Hold on. I just I'm right here.
Come back in, Diane. Come back in.
I'm in.
Yeah, well, I'm off camera too.
Hey, James, this is the first time I've actually seen Bob and Diane face to face. I got to thank you for being the conduit for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you'll see a lot more of us going forward. That's for sure.
Hey,
All right,
Bob,
James.
Diane, thank you so much.
right,
I'm
thank
so
you, guys.
excited for James.
Yeah.
I couldn't be happier. This guy works so hard. I mean, he's doing the website for Santa Cruz Republicans for free. He's only asking for a few bucks for some of the toys or tools that he needs. He's helping out with volunteered to help out with the kids up at UCSC with their website, and that might take place in a couple of weeks. So this guy's a patriot beyond patriot, and I'm so appreciative that you see what he's doing and understand the value, and I want to make this guy a gazillionaire for what he's doing.
Great. Me too.
You're awesome, Barney. Thank you very much, sir.
We're here.
All right.
All right, guys.
We'll let you go.
All right, guys.
Take care.
Thanks. Have a good weekend.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you all again, and I'll be in touch over the next couple of days, Craig. And if you guys want to check in again next Thursday or whatever, send some emails and set it up.
Oh yeah. Before you go, Bob, we don't necessarily. I think right now we probably need a weekly meeting. So, what is there a suggestion, James, for you and Bob, when we're going to meet again?
Yeah, we're basically flexible around James's schedule. He's in a go-to-market phase right now, which is all-consuming. So we can do it when it works for him.
Okay, just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah. Okay, let's.
I said a long
Why
time
don't we
ago
get
that
to the
Diane and I are 24/7. She hates that.
Go ahead, James.
Does 1 o'clock next Friday work for y'all?
Yeah. 1 o'clock Friday's great.
Okay.
Your time, 4 o'clock our time.
Okay. Okay. I'll chime in video mode, depending on where we're all at.
Let's see what you look like.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, he's a darling.
Yeah.
All right, take care, guys.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
see y'all next week
All
at
right.
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
We'll talk more internally. Talk to you then.
All right.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care. Bye.